Welcome to another episode of Fringe
Limits.
Ah, it feels good every time. Like I
Every
can't,
time.
I can't.
Maybe you just need to breathe more during the day.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Really? You
You're
think?
not getting enough oxygen?
Have you seen this schnoz? People don't share their cocaine with me because of it. I'm pretty sure I'm getting enough oxygen.
I don't know. People really forget to breathe during the day. It's a thing.
Yeah, but those are called mouth breathers.
Yeah, well,
And
I've
they're
heard you mouth breathe into the mic plenty of time.
no that's I'm gonna not elaborate on what I was doing there.
I don't think anybody wants to know.
Yeah. Do you want to see?
Nope.
No thanks.
All right. I'm not wearing pants.
Good for you.
Not surprised.
I'm Porky Pigging it.
Winnie the Pooh.
You mean Winnie the Pooh in it, not
No.
Porky.
Porky Pigging it.
Nope. It's Winnie the Pooh.
No, it's Porky Pigging.
Winnie the Pooh.
All right. Listen, you guys are all don't know anything. So, how have you guys been?
I'm wearing pants.
That's a lie. Oh, jeez. Bree, are you wearing pants?
I am.
That's
I don't know if you can see it. I'm wearing
no,
pants.
I can't because that's just your knee.
She has gray knees.
Yeah, she's an alien. She's a gray. All right. So, anything fun and exciting, ladies?
Did I tell you I'm learning about the deer in my backyard?
Like learning, as in you're asking it questions and it's answering you.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, okay.
Not to that level of relationship. yet.
Okay. But go ahead.
But like when you watch them every day,
Mm-hmm.
like you get to familiarize with their habits and things like that. And I don't remember if I told you this or not, but like when you picture a deer, what domestic animal would you think it would act most like?
A cat.
Really?
A mouse.
You guys are weird. Okay.
Is the correct answer dog?
No, well, I thought that they would be like horses because
No, I don't
they have
cons-
hooves.
I wouldn't consider that domestic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pet. It's a farm animal, whatever. It's a domestic. Like I would picture deer acting like horses.
Okay.
But when you watch them every day, they actually act like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they have an itch,
Yeah.
they scratch with their back foot,
Okay.
their head, their shoulder, and when they go potty, they squat.
Mm.
Okay.
Like horses just stand up and go.
Well, yeah. Have you
So I
named?
thought a deer would just stand
Yeah.
up and go. No, they squat.
All right. Well, you've answered the age-old question. You know, do deer squat to pee? And they do.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how age old it was, but
Oh, it's age-old.
news to me, so I learned something.
There you go. Have you named them?
Bambi 1, 2, 3.
All right.
But some of them are identifiable. Like some of them have certain markings, and like we just recently had the buck moon, and I knew that that was Native Americans named the buck full moon after, deer, but I didn't really understand the history behind it because for the last few weeks I was like, oh, I could see little nubbins of antlers starting to sprout on the male deer. And like over the last couple of weeks, I'm like, oh my gosh, their antlers are like growing really fast. Well, that's actually where the buck moon got its name, is because from the buck moon forward, male deer's antlers can grow anywhere from 1/4 an inch to an inch a day. I find it fascinating. You're looking at me like,
no, I'm trying to process it, because if I can grow an inch and a half every day, that would be phenomenal.
yeah, well, you're not a deer.
No.
Even if you do squat to pee.
Yep, I do squat to pee.
Sit down to pee.
And I do use my hind legs to scratch an itch.
True.
All right. Well, that's interesting. Bree, do you have anything that's less boring than that?
You're an ass.
I don't know if I can beat that.
No? Okay.
No.
All right. How's Brian
It's not
doing?
boring. It's fascinating.
Brian is being Brian.
Define that.
Yeah. Nothing new with him.
Define Brian being Brian.
I mean, right now
Naked?
he's in bed.
Naked?
Naked?
Maybe. He kept saying that to me today, actually. Before the thing, I kept like saying something. He kept saying naked. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, naked? All right. Let's jump right into stupid ways to die after that conversation. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay. So there was a 27-year-old who met his untimely demise in Wales. In an apparent attempt to impress a group of teenage boys, the man dove off an 80-foot cliff into the water. If done properly, an 80-foot cliff dive shouldn't be fatal, but appears the man had zero prior experience of high diving. He was knocked unconscious by the water, and although the teenagers climbed down and fished him out, he was proclaimed dead on arrival at the hospital. Needless to say, the teenagers were not impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy he's out of the gene pool.
Yep.
Why does he want to impress teenagers? How much scotch is he drinking?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, he probably has no friends.
Well, not anymore. He's dead.
Well, yes. Yes and yes. So, all right, I'll go next. Las Vegas, 2002. After several cocktails, a man got the brilliant idea to race down a hotel hallway standing on a luggage cart like it was a skateboard. He had friends.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, he had friends push him as fast as possible. He picked up speed, lost control, and crashed headfirst into a marble clown, dying from blunt force trauma.
Clown?
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. Did I hear you right?
Yes. Security footage shows his last words. Dude, film this.
He was super wasted.
100%. He was wasted
Or very high.
and high. So I'm happy he's out of the gene pool as well. Miss Lynette?
Okie dokie. I named this story Snakes at a Sleepover.
Okay.
On August 5th, 2013, brothers Noah Barthé and Connor Barthé, ages 4 and 6, were killed by an African python during a sleepover at their friend's apartment in New Brunswick, Canada. The snake had escaped from its inadequate enclosure and moved through the ducts that were easily accessible to the reptile, where the snake then fell through the ceiling where the boys slept 3 meters away. Though the snake suffocated them, it did not attempt to eat them. However, the African python would not constrict unless it planned on eating it. Therefore, it's likely that the owners of the python also failed to feed their pet, and the python was euthanized.
Oh, poor python.
Well,
yeah.
They didn't wake up.
That I'm not happy with the gene pool. That's not their fault.
I agree.
No.
I agree. But they didn't wake up to the thing falling through the ceiling?
I don't know.
Like that's weird to me.
I'm also wondering who lets their 4-year-old have a sleepover.
Yeah. And who let the dogs out?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Well, I do feel bad for 4-year-olds. That's rough. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Well, anyway, today's topic. Do you guys know what today's topic is?
Brian's favorite topic.
Yes.
Haunted owls.
Which?
Haunted Annabelle.
Who?
Annabelle.
My
Annabelle.
cousin?
Ooh.
No,
Is she
it's
hot?
my brother's dog.
Also named Annabelle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my cousin's name is Annabelle, too. And no, she's not hot. She's like in elementary school.
Oh, then yeah, no, she's not. All right. So, given this year's news of Annabelle, this is kind of a fitting.
She's hot commodity
Yeah.
on the news circuit.
Yeah. So we'll
Yep.
get into some of that stuff and other stuff, I guess.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Come on down. All right. So it all began with a gift, a seemingly harmless present from a mother to her daughter, an act of love, of thoughtfulness. In 1970, Donna, a young nursing student living in Hartford, Connecticut, received a Raggedy Ann doll from her mother. Donna shared a modest apartment with her friend Angie, also a nursing student, and the two found the doll's appearance quaint and comforting, reminiscent of childhood innocence. They placed it on a chair in the living room, nestled among textbooks and notebooks, never suspecting that the doll would become the centerpiece of a chilling mystery. Almost immediately, strange things began to occur. Donna would come home from her shifts at the hospital to find the doll in a different position. Legs crossed when they had been straight, arms folded when they had been at its sides. Angie, too, witnessed the inexplicable movements. At first, they brushed it off. A shared memory lapse, a prank, or perhaps the vibrations of nearby traffic. They rationalized. But the movements escalated. Before long, the doll was found in different rooms. Donna swore she had left it in the bedroom, only to find it kneeling in the hallway. Angie once returned from class to see the doll perched on the kitchen counter with its head tilted toward the door, as if it had been waiting. These weren't simple shifts in posture, but complete changes in location, and neither of the roommates had touched the doll. Even more unsettling were the notes. On several occasions, Donna found small scraps of parchment paper in the apartment with messages scribbled in childlike handwriting. "Help us," one read. "Help Lou," read another. Lou was Angie's boyfriend, and he had always felt an oppressive energy in the apartment, especially around the doll. It wasn't just paranoia. One night, Lou experienced a terrifying bout of sleep paralysis. He awoke, unable to move, with the sensation that something was crawling up his body. He opened his eyes, and in the dim light of the room, saw Annabelle, sitting at the edge of the bed. A moment later, she was gone, but the fear remained. In another incident, Lou heard rustling noises coming from Donna's room. He entered and found nothing out of place except Annabelle, lying face down on the floor. As he approached the doll, he felt a sharp pain in his chest. He lifted his shirt to find 3 deep claw-like scratches that bled through his clothes. The wounds, like stigmata, were symmetrical. They healed unusually fast, another detail that disturbed the roommates. Frightened and desperate for answers, Donna and Angie contacted a medium. The woman performed a seance and revealed that the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins was attached to the doll. Annabelle, she claimed, had died tragically near the apartment complex years earlier. Her spirit was lonely and drawn to the kindness and compassion of the 2 girls. Touched by the story, Donna gave the spirit permission to inhabit the doll and stay in their home. It was a decision made from empathy, but it may have sealed their fate. What they had welcomed into their apartment was not the spirit of a child. It was something far darker, more ancient, and insidious. So, what do you guys think so far?
You're muted, Miss Bree.
Dolls, I don't trust them.
No?
No.
I love dolls. They're so creepy.
That's why I want to go to the island of dolls.
Yeah, that's why. You just want to be creeped out?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's that adrenaline rush.
Yeah. Sounds fantastic.
Yep.
All right. Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous husband and wife paranormal investigators, had seen plenty of terrifying cases in their careers, but something about Annabelle unsettled even them. When Donna and Angie reached out to the Warrens after exhausting every rational explanation, they were told something they hadn't expected. The entity attached to the doll wasn't a spirit at all. According to the Warrens and Catholic demonology, demons often disguise themselves as innocent spirits to manipulate the living into inviting them in. The Warrens believed that the story of Annabelle Higgins was a fabricated persona, a mask used by a demonic force. In the language of Catholic theology, spiritual invitation is a sacred contract. By giving Annabelle permission to inhabit the doll, Donna and Angie had unknowingly opened a door to malevolence. They weren't dealing with a ghost. They were facing a supernatural entity of infernal intelligence. The scratches, the notes, the dream paralysis, each act had a single purpose: to weaken the roommates psychologically, spiritually, and emotionally, softening them for eventual possession. Ed and Lorraine performed a series of blessings on the apartment and took the doll with them, placing it in a bag lined with sacred prayers and holy symbols. But even during the journey home, the car's engine stalled repeatedly, the brakes failed, and steering locked up. It wasn't until Ed splashed holy water on the doll that the disturbances ceased. The doll now belongs to the Warrens, but its influence was far from over. After taking Annabelle into their care, Ed and Lorraine Warren placed the doll in a protective case within their private occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut. Constructed of glass and wood, the enclosure was clearly marked with a warning: positively do not open. But even containment did not end the disturbances. Visitors to the museum reported feeling intense waves of dread in Annabelle's presence. Some said the doll's eyes seemed to follow them. Others claimed to hear muffled sounds, soft tapping on the glass, or faint whispering in a child's voice. The Warrens emphasized that the spirit attached to the doll remained dangerous. As a preventative measure, they had the case regularly blessed by a Catholic priest. Despite these precautions, Annabelle's malevolence made itself known. One of the most infamous incidents involved a brash young man who banged on the glass case and taunted the doll. He and his girlfriend were asked to leave. On their way home, the man lost control of his motorcycle and was killed instantly. His girlfriend survived and later confirmed the events that had taken place at the museum. Another time, a priest visiting the museum reportedly mocked the power of the doll and flicked holy water at the case dismissively. On his way back to the rectory, his car spun out of control, nearly killing him. He later admitted to the Warrens that he felt an oppressive presence lingering in his car until he sincerely repented and asked for divine protection. Tony Sparrow, the Warrens' son-in-law, has maintained stewardship of the museum since their passing. According to him, even high-tech security systems fail near the doll. Lights flicker inexplicably, batteries drain in minutes, surveillance footage often becomes corrupted. To this day, no one touches the case, and not even skeptics or volunteers to open it. In 2020, the Warren Occult Museum was closed to the public due to zoning restrictions and increased scrutiny. But Annabelle was not locked away forever. She began to travel. One of the most notable destinations was New Orleans, a city already steeped in mysticism, voodoo, and ghostly legend. When Annabelle arrived for a temporary exhibition, strange events began to unfold almost immediately. Within days, several workers at the venue reported intense headaches and nausea when unpacking the doll's display. A museum curator claimed the doll's eyes were open when she approached the case early one morning, even though it had been sealed shut and verified by security overnight. That same week, a series of bizarre incidents hit the city. A fire destroyed one of the largest sugarcane plantations in Louisiana, despite the property being far from any recent lightning strikes, or faulty wiring. Concurrently, several inmates escaped from a nearby correctional facility under suspicious circumstances, prompting whispers of a curse. New Orleans psychics and voodoo practitioners were divided on the matter. Some claimed the doll's energy had stirred the city's spiritual underbelly. Others said it wasn't the doll itself, but the fear and fascination surrounded her that created a vortex of energy and egregore, the manifested chaos. Whatever the truth, her presence left a mark, and once again, Annabelle had proven that she did not need to move to have power. All she required was attention. So I think here is a good place to stop and talk about the current news. Yes?
I'm just, hang on. I'm looking to see when the escapee prison thing happened and the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go ahead with, so this week, unfortunately, paranormal investigator Dan Riviera dies suddenly on the Annabelle Haunted Doll Tour. So I'm just going to read, it seems like a brief article, and then we can talk about it. So, a paranormal investigator died suddenly Sunday night while touring with the infamous and supposedly haunted Annabelle doll. His tour organizers have announced Dan Riviera, a U.S. Army veteran, was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on his sold-out Devils on the Run tour when firefighters and medics rushed to his hotel, the Evening Sun reported. CPR was performed, but Riviera, 54, died, according to the New England Society for Psychic Research, where he was the lead investigator. His exact cause of death remains unclear. Riviera was featured as a paranormal investigator on the Travel Channel's Most Haunted Places and served as producer for a number of other shows, including Netflix's 28 Days Haunted. As part of his tour, Riviera was traveling around the U.S. with other members of the Nesper to show off Annabelle, the creepy and allegedly demonic doll. His death came after he finished a 3-day sold-out stop in Gettysburg from Friday through Sunday, hosted by Ghostly Images of Gettysburg's tours at the Soldiers National Orphanage, the Nesper said Monday. Riviera, who is survived by his wife Sarah and 4 children, used social media, including viral TikToks, to bring international attention to the tour. Fellow paranormal investigator Ryan Buell paid tribute to Riviera. I have so many amazing memories with this guy. Just as recently as 2 months ago, we traveled around the country and introduced a whole new generation to Ed and Lorraine Warren's legacy, he wrote on TikTok. Annabelle, a Raggedy Ann doll, was tied to a series of supposed hauntings in 1970 after being given to a Connecticut nursing student named Donna. Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous paranormal investigators, claimed the doll physically lifted its own arms, followed people around the apartment, and would display other frightening and malicious behavior. The couple also claimed Annabelle had stabbed a police officer and caused a car crash involving a priest. All right, so I'll just stop there. So, just to let you guys know, Missy shows me that last night as we're laying in bed. And then today, including you, Brie, I had a total of 5 text messages sending me that article. So
Yeah, I had multiple people telling me about it, as
wow.
Brian sent it me yesterday.
yeah. So let me ask you guys this. I mean, obviously we weren't there. We didn't, know the circumstances. But in my opinion, it sounds like he's a 54-year-old man and he had a heart attack. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't think it was paranormally induced or the paranormal affected it. I just think it was, a happenstance and an unfortunate incident. Lynette?
Yeah, I guess yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know. Feel like I'm going to catch some bad juju, but I'm not really sure how much I believe in its demonic nature. So I'm inclined to think it was just a tragic event.
Yeah. Okay. Miss Brianna?
I'm skeptical about it being paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any explanation about it. It's just how the timeline is. I can see what they think, but
yeah. I mean, now if 6 months from now, 2 other handlers had now passed away, we'll have to revisit this and give a new evidence.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, it's unfortunate. I feel horrible for his family. Sounded like he was a really good guy. So.
Well,
yeah.
When I first tried pulling information for this episode, I know you ended up being able to, but I was getting conflicting information saying that she wasn't on tour, she's still in Connecticut, and she is on tour, and so is she, or is she not on tour?
I don't know if she's actually on tour, but I was looking into the New Orleans thing, and there is Ghost City Tours actually will say for 2 nights only, May 13th and 14th, she'll be in New Orleans. And buy tickets. There's actually a thing for it. So I'm thinking I think it's not like a tour. I think that she just went to different locations, and people made it a tour.
I was seeing time-stamped videos saying she's still in Connecticut in her little box. So were they touring with a dupe? Or was she actually moved?
Or did someone just post it, like people posted on there trying to make it a conspiracy?
That's why I don't know which one's the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I was on the struggle bus with this one.
Because I also looked at the New Orleans thing. So she was there on the 13th and the 14th. The 15th, the plantation burned down. the 16th, the prison escape. The prisoners escape.
I mean,
so like
time is very
coincidental.
aligned.
Like,
yeah,
it's just. And then I thought I saw something about like after that she was like in California and something happened there too. I can't remember.
Yeah. I think she is on tour. I think the people that were saying that she wasn't were just, I don't know.
they edited their video timestamps.
Yeah. I do think so. Because this guy and the people with him are like legit paranormal investigators. You know, like, so like, I don't think they would lie, you know? So.
Well, I'm sure they're making good money on the tour.
Well, yeah. And also, it's not Bobo Baggins. So I have an inclination to believe them more. So. Yeah, so I think the doll is on tour, but it just very unfortunate. And I just want to, say I don't think it's a paranormal thing. I think it was just something very sad and unexpected that happened.
Yeah.
So, but if there's something we can do, we will do. If there's like a GoFundMe or something, we'll definitely donate something. But I haven't heard anything yet. So. All right. Well, back to the story of Miss Annabelle. All right. So while Annabelle may reign as America's most infamous haunted doll, she's not the only toy with a dark reputation. Robert the doll, housed in a museum in Key West, Florida, is a century-old sailor doll said to be cursed. He once belonged to a boy named Eugene Otto, who insisted the doll could speak and move on its own. Neighbors reporting seeing Robert in the window when no one was home. Visitors to his museum are required to ask permission before taking photos. Those who don't often suffer accidents, relationship breakdowns, or unexplained illness. We did a whole episode on Robert the Doll. You guys can go ahead in our archives and listen to that. Comparisons between Annabelle and Robert are inevitable, but they are fundamentally different. Annabelle is a vessel for the demonic force pretending to be human. She deceives with a facade of innocence and charm. Her attacks are subtle but psychological. Dream manipulations, claw marks, emotional torment. Robert, on the other hand, behaves more like a sentient guardian of his own dignity. His wrath is triggered by disrespect. He is not deceptive, he is proud. Where Annabelle conceals, Robert declares. Some theorists speculate that Robert is a tulpa, a thought form created and maintained by collective belief. While Annabelle... What?
You and your
tulpas.
It's true. Well, Annabelle houses a parasitic demonic force. Both are dangerous, but in very different ways. As for who is more powerful, that remains a question better left untested. Who do you think would be more powerful? Now I want you guys to know. All right.
Celebrity death match.
Oh, that would be so sweet.
Oh, that would be an awesome one.
Oh. We should do a claymation on our website of that celebrity death match.
Do you think someone would ever be ballsy enough to put the two dolls together?
I want them to. That's a great question. And I'm going to say no.
Send an email to the tour.
Send an email to fringeBeyondLimits@gmail.com.
Oh, well, we can't influence it. You got to send it to the Annabelle tour and say, make sure you stop in Key West.
Yeah, but I just want them to send me emails too.
Or at least like put them like in the same like area, like bring it to Key West, but put them like in two rooms, not next to each other, and see if that makes a difference.
That's what's going to trigger World War III.
You know what? Let's just
like
do
East versus West on,
let's just do the trifecta.
The rap scene.
Let's take Robert the Doll and Annabelle and put them in New Orleans in a voodoo shop just staring at each other. First one that moves loses.
Are there any other famous dolls out there? Get the whole band together.
So there's
others. I can't think of the names of them.
There is a story about Jeffrey the talking mongoose.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Jeffrey. Yeah.
Was it a taxidermed mongoose?
No, it was like this entity that was a mongoose and it talked. It talked English.
Like Teddy Ruxpin?
No, like it was supposedly a real mongoose that spoke.
Yeah, like an actual mongoose.
Yeah.
And this person like thought like it was real and it was talking and
how much
telling them to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meth were they on?
A lot. A lot. So,
I totally forgot about the mongoose.
yeah.
I don't know if you could.
Yeah, we'll have to do.
We should do a thing on that.
Yeah, we'll eventually get to that one. But yeah, it's so silly, so silly. So who would win, guys? Who do you think would win in a fight?
I'm gonna go with Annabelle because she looks cute.
Okay, Bree.
Little part of me wants to say Annabelle, but I also don't like. I want to say Robert because if I say Annabelle, Robert might be mad and do something to me. I don't know.
So a non-answer.
That's shocking coming from Bree.
Can we do a tie?
No, we can't do a tie.
Nobody gets a tie. This isn't.
Yeah, this.
Soccer.
Okay, I'll do the opposite of Lynette. I'll say Robert.
Oh, so you gotta break the tie.
I do,
Monsieur Frank.
I do. So I'm gonna go with Annabelle, just for one reason and one reason only.
Because I picked
No.
Robert.
No. Because Annabelle is a woman, and women are really good at fucking us up psychologically.
Yes.
So, yeah. See what I mean?
No denial.
So that's why I think Annabelle would just like
play mind games on
she would like
Mr. Robert.
She would like flash Robert to distract him and then just like kick him in the nuts. Yeah.
Or she would just convince Robert to off himself.
Yeah, that's happened. I saw a whole documentary about that.
But they did say, even though one person said that it was a spirit named Annabelle, it could be just not a spirit at all. It could not even be a woman.
Yeah,
Annabelle.
I know, but the doll is a woman, so it identifies as a woman.
Doesn't a doll identify as a child girl?
Still female. Still same psychological malice. So,
okay.
Yeah. All right. So, why do dolls disturb us so deeply? The answer may lie in the psychological phenomenon known as the uncanny valley. Oh, have you guys heard of the uncanny valley?
Nope.
Oh, I love okay, it's a great phenomenon. So, when something appears almost human but not quite, it creates a sense of discomfort. Dolls, especially those with blank stares or fixed smiles, occupy this uneasy middle ground. So, like with all of these
AI people,
yeah. So all these like robots that are being built that are so human-like they're just not getting it, but it makes you feel so uneasy. So that's the uncanny valley.
Right, and like the people who have like the dead eyes and stuff like that, they just yeah. I didn't remember that's what it was called.
Oh no, it's okay.
I had heard of it.
Yeah.
I need you to tell me what's okay or not.
No, I can.
I was telling you.
No, I know, and I'm just saying it's okay that you didn't remember. I forgive you.
I don't need your forgiveness, bro.
No, you do.
It's bra.
Okay, you do, and it's okay, Lynette. It's okay. We still love you.
Face.
This is a safe space.
For sale.
This is a safe space.
It's never safe around you.
It really isn't.
Well, I mean, sometimes. Children's toys are designed to mimic humanity, yet they lack the subtle signs of life we instinctively expect: blinking, breathing, movement. When dolls behave outside the bounds of inanimation, like moving or emitting sound, our primal instincts trigger fear. In folklore, dolls have long served as vessels for magic, intent, and spirit. In African traditions, Kisi figures were believed to house spirits of ancestors. In Japan, Hina dolls are given ceremonial send-offs to carry away bad fortune. Even the European poppet, often confused with voodoo dolls, was a tool of folk magic. Annabelle is a modern embodiment of these fears. She isn't just creepy, she taps into thousands of years of human anxiety about what it means to be almost human, and the idea that innocence can mask evil. The stories surrounding Annabelle aren't just confined to the Warrens or media coverage. Over the decades, individuals who've come into contact with the doll, physically or energetically, have shared harrowing experiences. These first-hand encounters have only fueled her infamy. One notable account came from a woman named Teresa. a former volunteer at the Warren Occult Museum. Teresa was tasked with dusting around the display cases but never touching the relics. On her second day of work, she reported feeling intense nausea when near Annabelle's case. She described a sensation like being watched from behind glass by something that knew my thoughts. Within a week of her final shift, Teresa was hospitalized with mysterious infection in her left leg. Doctors never found a clear source. She fully recovered, but never returned to the museum. Another account came from Nick and Maria, a couple who took part in a paranormal documentary shoot at the museum in 2009. Nick, a former skeptic, laughed off the idea of cursed dolls. He filmed a segment jokingly sitting near Annabelle's case and mocking the warning sign. Days later, Maria woke up to deep scratches on her back. Nick suffered a fall down the stairs that shattered his ankle. When interviewed later, they both apologized on camera. It wasn't superstition, Nick said. Something followed us home. Countless emails and letters to the Warren family over the years recount similar themes: nightmares, electronic malfunctions, spiritual disturbances, and sudden unexplained illnesses. While skeptics argue these are self-fulfilling prophecies or mass suggestion, believers see it differently. To them, Annabelle's reach extends well beyond her wooden glass enclosure. Would you mess with Annabelle?
Nope.
No.
I
Why not?
wouldn't
mean,
risk- like, I don't know if it's real or not, but I wouldn't risk it. Just in case it is real.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be a game time decision for me. Like,
You might actually get to meet your first demon, though.
this is true.
Ooh.
Ooh, maybe I should go hit on Annabelle.
What city she's going to next?
Just walk up to the case. Do you come here often? So, Annabelle may sit atop the throne of terror, but she's not alone. Across the globe, haunted toys have emerged from shadows and into museums, private homes, and folklore. Here are 5 of the most terrifying. The first one we just talked about, Robert the Doll in Key West, Florida. Already discussed, Robert remains a central figure in haunted toy lore. Visitors must ask permission before photographing him or risk the consequences. The next one is Palu Ubin Barbie in Singapore. An odd combination of Western I can't talk tonight. What's that?
Iconography.
Thank you. Iconography and Eastern spiritualism. This Barbie doll sits inside a makeshift shrine in Palu Ubin Island. Locals claim the spirit of a young girl who died in a traffic accident inhabits the doll. Offerings of makeup and perfume are left to keep her content. Next one. Let Me Out in Australia. See, they're a penal colony. They're all convicts. They're asking to get let out. Right? No?
No.
Okay. This
Let
handmade...
me out.
Yeah, see? Let Me Out. This handmade
Ooh,
doll...
that doll's creepy. Sorry.
Thanks. This handmade doll of Eastern European origin got its name from its unsettling energy. People often hear, "Let me out," when around it. The doll allegedly moves on its own and causes emotional outbursts in animals. The next one is the
Creepy.
very creepy.
Right? It looks like a
an
leprechaun.
angry German leprechaun. With it's like a man face with angry eyebrows and a big snoot and leprechaun suit. A snoot and a suit. Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, gross.
That's all right. The next
Sorry,
one.
Bree, you got to write an episode on Let Me Out.
Yeah.
I will, because that's really creepy. I like it.
Next one is Okiku doll in Japan. Once owned by a young girl who died, this traditional doll resides in a temple. Its hair inexplicably continues to grow. Monks trim it routinely, and scientists who examined it confirmed the hair is human. That's creepy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Gross.
Yes, gross. Mandy the doll in Canada. Mandy was donated to the Queensell Museum in British Columbia after her owners heard crying at night. Museum staff say she causes lights to flicker, toys to move, and batteries to drain instantly. These haunted toys highlight a universal fear. When the line between inanimate and animate blurs, dread follows. We have to go and meet all these dolls. What do you guys?
We don't make enough money with this podcast as of yet.
This is
I've
true.
always wanted to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many things that want to kill me in Australia.
If I
And
ever
go to New Zealand.
I'll go to New Zealand.
It was on a
It's
different
the
island.
only. Yeah.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
It's the only place in the world without snakes.
There.
But I like
Antarctica.
snakes.
Well,
They don't like you.
all the things that can kill you are in Australia, and all the things that won't kill you are, unless sheep will kill you. Maybe sheep will kill you, but you know,
Are there spiders in New Zealand?
I didn't see any. So no.
Then okay, I will New Zealand.
Yeah. Wasn't what you call it? What's the book with the ring and the Hobbit?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, wasn't that filmed in New Zealand?
Book with the ring and the hobbit.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of it was.
Yeah. So we can go and follow in the footsteps of Lord of the Rings. That would be fun. Do a trek.
I want you to wear a cape.
Okay. I'll wear a cape. I'm all good with that.
And elf ears.
Yeah. I can
And big feet
Yeah.
with hairy big feet.
Oh, big, hairy, big. I can't say it. Big bear, hairy feet.
Yeah. I mean, I have a size 14 foot. I already have big feet. They're just not hairy. We can just,
They need to be like in
can put hair
proportional to your body. Big
oh.
feet.
Okay, that's fine. I can do that.
Hair
Good.
plugs.
Yeah. Listen, I'll cosplay this up, baby. We can do this.
Call Erlacher and say, "Can you hook me up with some hair plugs?"
I know, right? There's like 32 billboards of that driving down 94.
He's not even relevant anymore. You can't use it.
Right. He's only relevant in Chicago because Chicago fans are stupid like me.
And like 10 years ago.
Yes. So,
He's a great football player, though.
100%. 100%. So, all right. But he looks so weird with hair.
Also correct.
Yeah.
He looks better bald. I liked him bald.
Yeah, me too.
I have a thing for bald heads.
Do you?
I do.
I'm going to shave my head now.
I was like, Frank's gonna now shave his head. Next time we're gonna see him, he's no hair on his head.
Yeah.
Your headphones from this podcast gonna give you calluses on your nugget.
It's going to just rub my dome raw.
Did you get sunburned? No, it's a reverse headband.
It's
chafing.
just chafing. What chafes up there? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Paranormal phenomena rarely go unchallenged. Critics argue that Annabelle's legend, like many ghost stories, thrives on exaggeration, misinterpretation, and suggestion. Sleep paralysis, for example, is a common neurological condition. Claimed sightings and scratches might be the result of unconscious movements, environmental factors, or psychosomatic responses. Psychologists point to confirmation bias, where people see what they expect or want to see. Once someone believes Annabelle is haunted, they may attribute unrelated misfortunes to her influence. However, others
I have to argue that.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Like, sleep paralysis is the exact opposite of unconscious movements to scratch or hurt yourself. It's the whole thing. You're paralyzed. You cannot move. So how are you going to scratch yourself?
True.
And it's not a common neurological condition.
No. I've experienced it once or twice in my life. It is terrifying, but I couldn't move, so I couldn't scratch myself or get bruises or stuff like that.
Correct.
So I just want to argue.
Yeah, no, I agree
Critics.
I agree with you 100%.
I swat your critic away. Swat.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, these critics, I'm okay with them. That's their opinion. Totally get it. then go visit Annabelle and fuck with her. See what happens.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know if it's real or not, but I'm just saying, test your theory out. I don't like people who, especially with the stuff that we talk about, are like, no, that doesn't exist. That's stupid. I'm like, well, have you ever tried going out and looking and doing your own? No. Well, then how the fuck do you know? It's like saying, I don't like broccoli. Well, have you ever had it? No. Well, how the fuck do you know you don't like broccoli? Try it.
Yes, Steve.
Steve, you fuck. Eat your
We
vegetables.
said the exact same thing on another episode.
Did we?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember which one it was.
He's so passionate about it, he's got to bring it back up. It's fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's funny because like he mentioned broccoli and you mentioned Steve. I think you mentioned Steve. I can't remember.
I probably mentioned Steve.
Yeah.
I did make him eat broccoli. He said it was the grossest thing he ever put in his mouth. I was like, that's a lie.
That's a
Brian
lie.
doesn't eat it either.
You eat Kraft singles, Steve. That's the grossest thing
Yeah.
you've ever put in your mouth.
Yeah.
My Brian doesn't like broccoli and he doesn't like mushrooms.
How do you not
Oh,
like mushrooms?
Right?
That's and dude, steamed.
Like a primary thing in my diet.
Yeah, right. Steamed broccoli with some lemon juice on it is so good.
I haven't done that in a while. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
so
I'll
good.
make myself a little bit of broccoli for dinner because I want it, but he doesn't want it. It's really sad.
Yeah, it is.
Lone broccoli. Lone broccoli dinners.
There's times if he's not gonna be here like for dinner during the weekday, I'll make myself something with mushrooms in it.
You just gotta hide it in his food like he's a child.
You know what's funny? So our holiday party at work, there's these vegetarian raviolis, and we all got them. They're really good. We're eating them. Brian's like, "Oh, these are really good. I wonder what's in it." I went to go walk over by the sign. It was a mushroom ravioli,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and I told him, and he literally just pushed his plate away.
See, it's
That's stupid. That's so stupid.
yes.
Yes.
Like stuffed mushrooms. Is there anything better?
No.
Just mushrooms, period.
I put
All the time.
mushrooms. I put mushrooms in my chili.
And it's
Huh,
good
I've
chili.
done that.
Yeah, it's really good in chili. Try it.
I will.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes. Okay. Where did I
Do
leave
an
off?
episode on mushrooms.
Yes.
I just want to talk about mushrooms.
Yeah, we can do that. But we all have to take mushrooms an hour before we record.
Okay, so who's bringing the portobello, the oyster, and the shiitake?
Shiitakes.
Yeah, and the
You know-
psilocybin.
No.
Yeah.
I won't be able to talk.
Yes, you will.
The conversation will go in my head. It won't come out of my mouth.
Like it's gonna be like silence of like nut, and
And
then
just
afterwards she's
giggling.
like, "That was a good conversation. Like you didn't talk."
Yeah, we finished the episode. We're like, wow, that was our best episode. And we never hit record.
No, we hit record. We say it's our best one yet, and we go and play back. Nothing's on it.
We're
So we
just
didn't
mind to
talk.
mind talking. Yeah.
Or just grunting. We're just making these audible sounds with our mouth. Bleh. Oh, Jesus. All right, well, that'll be a good episode.
Yep.
That might be our most popular one, actually. All right. However, others in parapsychology argue that while many cases may be exaggerated, not all can be explained away. They reference instances where multiple witnesses experienced the same event, or when physical evidence such as photographs, EMF anomalies, or audio aligns with personal testimonies. Then there's the spiritual argument. That belief itself is a form of energy. In this framework, attention, fear, and awe directed toward an object like Annabelle may empower it not through magic, but through a kind of psychic manifestation. In essence, belief becomes a battery. Whether you align with science or mysticism, one thing is undeniable. Annabelle holds power, be it psychological, spiritual, or both. Reading that reminds me of the double slit experiment, right? Like the photon acts as a particle only when it's being observed. So I think the person having the experiences is really important to the overall evidence. Does that make sense?
What's the split experiment?
The double slit experiment. You don't know that?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I feel like
perfect.
Frank talks about it all the time.
I know.
He does, but then it's one of those things that goes in one ear and out the other ear.
Yeah, maybe you should do. Maybe
Which is mostly what Frank's, when he talks,
Yeah.
that goes in one ear and out the other ear.
Maybe you should do a read and find out what that is. You know, do a
I
read,
Google.
do a Google, do a read, whatever it takes. Annabelle is more than just a haunted doll. She's a mirror reflecting humanity's fear of the unseen, our mistrust of innocence, and the creeping notion that evil doesn't always wear a monstrous face. Her legacy is a modern myth, blending horror with history, folklore with theology. She challenges the viewer to ask, what do we believe and why? Is evil an external force or something awakened within us by suggestion? Is faith a shield or a spotlight that reveals what lurks in shadow? As paranormal tourism grows and our culture embraces true crime and ghost stories, Annabelle sits as a chilling mascot of mystery. Whether viewed as a case study in mass hysteria, a cursed relic, or a conduit for ancient malice, she continues to inspire fear and fascination in equal measure. So if you ever find yourself in the presence of an old doll, its paint cracked, its eyes glassy, its smile faded, remember Annabelle. And remember that in the world of the unexplained, some objects aren't just reflections of fear. Sometimes they are fear staring back at you.
You know,
Hmm.
when you said if you ever find yourself in the presence of an old doll, I need to yell at my sister publicly in this forum.
Okay.
When she helped me move, she hid an old, cracked-faced marionette doll in my closet.
Yeah.
You're supposed to react.
No,
Bullshit.
that is bullshit.
I opened the closet. She was working from my home, and I was putting something away in the closet, and I'm like, "Are you effing?" She was on a call, just dropping F-bombs like, "God damn it, blah blah blah, you freaking."
I love the joke.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I love the joke, and that's fucking funny. But yeah, that is also nerve-wracking at the same time.
I'm not afraid of it. I'm just mad at my sister thinking she's so funny.
She is funny.
It is kind of funny.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it, and then I'm gonna hide it in your house.
Yeah, go for it.
Missy will kill you.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about me hurting you, Lynette. That's my wife's job.
That's fine. Then I come back and haunt you, and then we're all good.
Okay.
We're square.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you guys think? Think it's there's some paranormal stuff behind it, or is it more just us giving it power?
I think it's like one of those us getting that power and being in people's heads.
I have I don't know if I believe in demons and all of that jazz anymore. I don't.
Okay.
I would be more inclined to think that it is just a potentially like a lower vibrational type of entity, mischievous type of thing, like elemental or something like that, which can and does have the ability to
tulpa?
cause harm. Not a tulpa, an actual existence of something, but I don't want to ever hear that word again in my life. So, yeah, I wouldn't mess with it, but I don't necessarily. I think some of the recounts might be a little more hyperbole than, or drawing of conclusions that might not necessarily be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think something's going on. Call it whatever you want.
Just don't call it a tulpa,
I mean, it could be a tulpa.
and don't call me late for dinner.
You are never late for dinner. You're always on time.
Oh, you know it.
That's right. Anytime there's food involved, I know Lynette will be there.
True story.
True. But I think something's going on, and I think you could put whatever dogmatic title you want on it. And, you could even say it could be a jinn, so, we have to do an episode on jinn. They're fascinating.
I love gin. So delicious.
Oh, I will say that a gin martini is so good.
With some BCOs.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Oh,
I don't know if I've ever had gin.
I think that's because you suck at life.
I was told sometimes it's a very earthiness flavor.
It's very herbal. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Smooth criminal. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal. All right.
Well, that
Well,
was good. What do you didn't say what you believe. You just think it's whatever
yeah,
going on at that time.
yeah. I think something.
Would you mess with it?
Like I said before, it'd be a game time decision. Like if I get like
I don't know.
heebie-jeebie vibes as I'm around it, I probably wouldn't. But if I just felt normal and playful atmosphere, I probably would do something a little silly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Let me know when you go visit her and how that goes.
Mm-hmm. I shall. All right. Well, guys, it's been fun.
Mhm.
My name is Frank,
I'm Bree.
My name's Lynette.
and you've been listening to Fringe
Beyond.
Limitos.